This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for... Get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 42 the mark, boys. 42.
This is Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Let's go, let's go. Bum ass nigga. I like when bum niggas try to talk shit. Bum niggas.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Undercrush. All right.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
Am I really bum ass
And
nigga?
able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner and making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Clean your throat and shit. It's that skirt shit, boy.
Tighten down. There you go. He's coming. We got double up.
Niggas that's gonna fuck with you up and shit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson flush to his right. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
Dude,
I thought
you
he
ain't
was
gonna say
dead to
nothing
rights,
whole
but
game,
you are
huh?
exactly
You
correct,
just
sir.
be
Able to
quiet.
turn that into a positive game.
Mike's 4-2.
Let me find these niggas at, man.
Let's get off the field, D. Tighten up.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A little glimpse of his athleticism there, what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I guess I got to talk in the booth. I got to text for you to talk or something, man. Somebody you can talk. I start typing and shit with my fingers.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Stop cleaning your throat like that, man.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
About to go to motherfucking big.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Good one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
You might start talking if you start doing things so good. It's probably I guess he getting mad.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Easy. Back. Check safety. Chopper.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Over here. Check three. Switch it.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Kill. Gun.
This is Homer.
Oh.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st down, Carson.
Keep going, Carson.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it, because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge, and those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Alert, 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 alert. Go. Slam.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left.
Oh, I think my man went that.
Incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Watch the whip. Check. Check 13.
3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Myers' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Or nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Stop.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Man. You got hold on cylinder, dog. You know that nigga a bum, man. You know he is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep
man, I thought you were going to keep on going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
That's a line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Rodgers now on first down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Rodgers now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, watch it. Check 30.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
Oh, let me pick the fucking wrong person. God damn it.
Inside the 10.
Oh, they picked the fucking wrong person. I hate. Alright, that was some lucky shit right there. How the fuck did they pick that goddamn guy over there, man? That shit was fucking luck.
The lead with the extra point. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Let this bum ass nigga score in there. Oh, man, why you doing that?
Alright, you're looking at what it is. Third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize it. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They run again with Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Mike 50. I'm here all day.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go. Check 24,
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside
that goddamn
the 10
guy blocked me every time right there.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Is Timmy Grant blocking him? I know that fucking Timmy over there blocking him like that.
Here's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on, y'all. We got to get momentum back, man. Those 2 stops fucked us up momentum-wise.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. Steps away to his left. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check. Lucky.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st down, Carson. And some room to maneuver.
I thought he was going to come that
all the way
way.
inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Carson. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Go. Begin. Kill.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's intercepted.
Fucking good defense. Good shit.
And a big turnover
Good shit.
there as his guys will get the football
Good
back.
shit right there, man. I should have stepped. See, there you go. Now I knew you one of them niggas. I knew you was one of them niggas, dog. I knew you was one of them niggas.
First and 10 as they look to try and finish this one.
I should have fucking ran that audible out of my fucking one. I should have fucking my
chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Damn, I was being greedy, man.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the back. We are going. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Safe. Sponge. No.
Again, it's Jones.
Oh, that nigga got a fucking good block right there, man. I fucking keep blocking Bobby over here, man.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Watch twins.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
Yeah. You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. And look at this. They get the turnover.
I'm going to use it, dog.
Picked off by Brad McDougal. A critical error there in a tight game.
I would ran that shit out.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Alert. Ball that. Go. Get away with it. Undercut.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Fuck y'all just laying down now, man. O-line. Oh, shit, man.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Thanks, O-line.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, these corners,
that nigga's not fast than fucking DK, yeah.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Good game, man.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Should have been touchdown.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Man, score that shit, man.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and
I think he was a little scared, man. I think he got nervous. He was
I don't know
like,
about you, partner, but watching him take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore
tomorrow.
This was one bruising affair, low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art,
play that shit
but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back to throw, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal.
Here I come again. Check 30. Hatchet. Check 4. Check 43. He's coming. Double up. Right. He's coming. Double up. Watch safety creep.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Stay on the chat. Yeah. I seen that shit too.
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The connection made. It's Graham. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now
I seen that shit too. Like, I probably pick like your worst play or something. I think
an incredibly short kick.
I release him and you pick him back up with that.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.